Hey, hey. Whoa. Oh. All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing all right. How about you? Whoa, hey. All right, so we are
Also
live now.
fine. So, is my mic too loud?
You may want to turn it down a little bit.
To my blue snow?
How's that?
Uh,
Testing.
there you go.
Hey, wait, could you hear me before?
I can hear you now.
To my blue snowball. See if you can hear me then.
Okay.
Testing.
Okay, that's bizarre. Guess I'm sticking with my internal mic.
It seems like you're having a bit of transmission problems or something.
Transmission problems?
Yeah, like it's not consistent. Like the signal's kind of weird. Also, now the game's flickering now that I wanted to share it on here. So
Here. Turn my mic down. How's that?
uh it sounds better.
Testing.
I don't know.
Hey, turning it down even more.
It's like
No.
the signal's not very good. Oh geez, what the heck is going on? Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, stop it. What the heck is going on? Please. Okay. 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 Alright. What can you see? Can you see things? Can you hear me?
No. I can hear you. I don't know if I can see things. I'm kind of just in Discord right now. Let's see. A white screen.
Okay. Let me close out of the game.
It's not working.
Or I don't know what the problem is. Do I need to restart Discord? How did I fix this last time?
I don't know.
Alright, I'm going to try restarting the stream. Oh, jeez. Okay. I need to move this window.
take the screen share down, it'll work.
The screen share is not working, so...
Live already?
Huh? Yeah.
I did not know that. I guess I know that now, eh? Oh man, there's some major screen flipping going
Oh,
on.
geez, yeah. What is the deal? Hold on. Is it still... No. Is it still... It's still screen sharing. Stop it. Stop it. Just... What are you doing, Discord?
If you just want to hang up and restart the call, that's fine by me.
Yeah, I'll try doing that. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, and I don't see the screen share anymore, so I guess that's a good sign. And the screen flicker, still there, but there's a delay, of course, on the stream.
Yeah.
Wait for that.
It is still doing that. Okay, I'm going to try restarting the game. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll try restarting the game. Give me a second. Oh, did that work? Is it... Did that stop it?
I don't hear myself on the stream.
Yeah, because you weren't coming through for...
Coming in now, apparently, right?
A little bit. I could hear the, I could hear a little bit of what you're saying.
Why can't I hear myself on Skype then? Or, excuse me, Twitch.
Oh, you know what it was? Wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know why I can't hear you on Twitch. Oh, it was? Wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know why I can't hear you on Twitch.
I'm not coming in on the Twitch stream.
That's really weird. Unless it was... Hold on a minute. Okay, let me move this over here. So... Alright, let's see if this solves it. Try speaking now. What was that? That sounded like a cough. Hello?
Testing.
I heard the last time you said testing.
Testing.
I heard the last time you said testing. And I can hear you on stream, it seems like. I heard the last time.
Bit of a delay? I don't know.
Not sure.
Okay, I can hear myself. Let's just
Yeah.
get to the business, eh?
So, yeah, let's get to it.
6 viewers now, so hello to everybody. Excuse us for that, temporary delay. It was a bit, strange, but, we are back now with Mega Man Maker, and I know we were supposed to be playing Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy this week, but Josh is unfortunately out of commission again, so, we were unable to do that. I think he'll be back next week, but yeah, he's in the midst of some pretty heavy stuff right now, so, we have David substituting, and playing some more Mega Man Maker.
Yep. That said, our queue is empty. We have no levels.
Are you sure you have the right one?
Yeah. I'm signed in to the Get Me Off the Moon.
Stages?
Hmm?
Ones or something? Till we get some more?
Yeah, I guess I'll just play random levels until we get some things in the queue.
But I have a hard time believing there's nothing in the queue, but if that's the case, then that's the case.
I'm looking at the Mega Queue right now. Nothing. Let's
okay,
see.
well, hello, C. Felix. Welcome back to our stream. Hope
Hey.
you're doing well on this fine Saturday afternoon.
Yup. Oh. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's find a random level in the meantime.
A lot of the top voted stages, and I mentioned that, I guess, on the last time we played Mega Man Maker. But I think it's cool to sometimes see just what is considered the best of the best
Yep.
among the Mega Man fan base.
Mega Mario 1-1, huh? Let's try it.
Random stages? You really did mean random stages. Okay, oh wait, so are we doing the top voted or the newest?
Top voted. So did they just design this like 1-1 for Mario, I'm guessing? What? Is there a...
Oh yeah, I think so.
Complete with a warp pipe down.
GameFAQs the other day, and I saw a poll asking if the first stage of Super Mario blindfolded if they tried.
If they could?
If they could, if they know it that well. And I was surprised to see that a lot of people said that they could probably do that with practice.
Possibly.
Mega Man, not Mario. Slight difference, of course.
Yeah, it was alright.
Climb up the flagpole in Mario, can ya?
Yep. Just for kicks. Alright. Oh.
Just a bit of a notice. I'm a bit behind on the stream, so excuse me if my commentary is not exactly in sync with the video feed.
Yeah.
Action going on here.
Hey, that was rude. It didn't let me do my slide kick. You're gonna see in a minute.
Okay. Oh, that was a bit embarrassing.
Let's see if... There we go.
I think that was because you can only use one charge to take a jump, and when you go down the portal, it doesn't reset your jump, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe, but I didn't slide kick before that.
There, then. Just one of the many quirks of classic Mega Man, I suppose. And there are a lot of them. Anyone remember the Item 3 stage?
Yeah, that was fun. Let's never do that again, please.
What's not? Oh.
Ooh. Top 10 anime betrayals. Top 3 anime betrayals, actually.
Watching our friend Hex play Mega Man Maker last week, and it was only a couple hours after you finished the last stream where there was that ridiculous Item 3 stage.
Uh-huh.
And he was funny going into that, and he was like playing some Mega Man Maker for his followers, and he was like, "Okay, guys, submit your stages, and just make sure they don't have Item 3 in them."
I'm glad that I was a guinea pig, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. The Invincible
wouldn't have
Napalm
wanted to
Man
play-
chase.
I wouldn't have wanted to play that stage, but I'm glad I got to witness it to find out just how broken I was.
Oh, I'm glad I guess that I could experience it. Uh-oh. Do I even have weapons? Yes.
Handle that kind of pain, so why not have you experiment with it?
Yep. Yeah, he's just
So,
immune to the Mega Buster.
Good man, why don't you fight him head on?
Yep.
Spikes.
Excuse me? You are not supposed to jump ahead of me. That is rude, and I will not be having any of it.
Holy crap! Oh man, you did a literal Spider-Man leap there.
Yeah, I know.
Spider-Man, right? He's the Dr. Wily's best robot master.
Clearly.
You could just, like, fight him head on if you wanted to, right?
Nope. Bullets bounce off of him.
Oh, is that so? Okay, I didn't notice that.
Yep.
Dang.
The level is called the Invincible Napalm Man chase. See? Well, you will see in a minute.
That feature to make them invincible, that's something I hadn't seen before in Mega Man Maker. There.
So yeah, I guess you just gotta outrun him. Well, that happened. That level exists.
But, ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, didn't it? You don't know what happened to Napalm Man back there.
He was trapped on the other side.
Out of the stage, he's probably there just chilling out and destroying the rest of it.
Yep. A
He's probably
single room.
laying havoc to a nearby city or something while you're off in Never Never Land.
Maybe. What the... What?
Room.
Oh. This is an interesting idea.
I was terrified beyond belief.
He's
Just
just...
look at that platform for a few seconds there.
He is just freaking out.
I mean, it looks like he's literally just trembling in his shoes. Or if he had any shoes, I don't know if he does.
So, you're gonna see some spinning platform things that were, their problems. Ah, I was trying to be fancy, scooting left and right. Alright.
Platform embodies the spirit of all Mega Man fans, I think.
Yeah. We're just, like,
Throughout
freaking
the
out.
last 7 years.
Yep, that's how we've been feeling.
Oh. Surprise, more broken platforms.
Yep, surprise, surprise. There we go. I don't need to wait around for that stuff. Oh. There we go. Ah. At least there are checkpoints at some point in this level.
I mean, what could you have even done there?
I don't know. But I'm gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, I guess so. It's one of those lazy afternoon weekends, I suppose.
It's right before the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's tomorrow.
I'm even trying to leap over that. I don't think that's gonna work out.
I don't know. Maybe I can fall down here and get someplace? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Or thing I can think of, anyway. Huh. Man.
Yeah. Got him. And yeah, Cephalix, it's super quiet today. Cucumber Castle.
Feels so bad that you didn't find any way to comfort that platform before you left.
No, but he'll survive, I guess.
He'll survive, sure, but... I mean... He's so nervous while he's there.
Uh-oh.
Cucumber Castle? Here.
Huh?
Oh, you're in Cucumber Castle, apparently.
Yep. Oh, you know what? I'll just do that to this guy, too. Have fun with that.
Hunter X57 in chat. Yes, we are looking for stage submissions, and if you want to send one, feel free.
Yep.
Stages right now, in the wait for... Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
While waiting for other stages to come in. I think that, what do you call Knuckle Joe, I want to say?
That's Hammer Joe.
Okay, Hammer Joe, thank you. You'd think he would just fall back down after the platform takes him too far up, but...
Yeah, but
I
nope.
guess not.
This is Windman's theme, I think, right? Oh boy, with a name like that. Oh,
Knuckles
that's...
from Kirby. Oh, thank you, C. Felix. I knew that name sounded familiar, but I couldn't associate it with Mega Man somehow.
Knuckle Joe is from Kirby, yeah.
From Kirby.
He's a fighter buddy.
5-7 added a stage.
Yup.
So we can play that after this one, I think.
Yup. That's the plan. Okay. But yeah, this is Windman's theme, I think, right?
Man's theme.
I think so.
Literally said that a few minutes ago.
Oh, I couldn't hear what you were saying. If you responded to me.
Huh.
How am I supposed to... Oh. I got this puzzle.
Alright, Hunter X57 added another stage. It's cool when and we appreciate the short submissions every once in a while. Not that long ones are not to our preference, but for other stages, it's nice to have short ones.
I prefer the shorter ones, so that way we can get to more people, more people's levels. But when we don't exactly have that many levels in the queue...
Well, Hunter X57 is saying he does indeed have long ones if we want them.
Just as long as they aren't like an hour long. Alright. Let's see this thing.
He's saying here, I just prefer to gauge skill and preference. Alright, well let's go for this.
Alright, let's see how it goes. Yeah, don't do...
Oh my god, Hunter X57 is saying he has an hour-long one.
Yeah, no... I'm gonna have to decline just so that we're not doing one level the entire stream. I'd be like, I can play through it, it's just... I don't want to play one level the entire stream, if you know what I mean.
Dustman, Top Strash, we would indeed like some levels. And,
absolutely.
We have 2 in front of you right now, but apparently they're short ones. So if you want to throw your stage in there, feel free.
Using the Snake Man's weapon, huh? Search Snake going up. In Woodman's level.
I'm compelled to ask, Hunter, how long does it take to make an hour-long stage?
Probably a while.
I mean, if it takes several hours to make one stage, a normal size stage, like how many hours does it take to make an hour-long one?
Well, shoot.
My gosh.
We have some problems.
Oh dear, this is...
So I noticed. Let's retry.
It's funny because it looks like that open space aligns with Mega Man's slide sprite.
It does.
Both dust blocks. Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
Stage hazard. If you don't but destroy both dust blocks, you end up getting stuck.
Yeah.
An ad bot, I think? If that's what it's called? Yes, just, exclamation point add, and put your, code. That should do the trick.
Do I have to go back? Yep.
Ooh, into the deep blue yonder.
Yep. Man, those things jump high in water. Yeah, I don't need to deal with those guys.
Alright, we have a stage from Dustman Top Strash.
Awesome. Oh. I need to go down, I guess?
Big question, doesn't it? How do you progress? Okay, huh.
Okay. Oh, that snake is freaking out. Huh. Okay.
I see it now.
Oh,
That's good.
that
Again,
scared me.
apologies if my commentary is off sync with the feed. The delay here between my feed and David's. Yeah, that appears to be bamboo. And top trash. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So I guess I have to fall down here too. Ah.
Yeah, this is one big maze, isn't it? Nice. Okay, I think we're nearing the end here then. Down. The dangerous prospect in classic Mega Man.
Yep.
Coded.
Oh, wow, I can't even hit him with the Mega Buster. That magnet thing up top definitely is throwing off my jumps.
And it's funny to see just how threatening these Robot Masters are when the terrain is against you. Like, I mean, I think most people know that Toadman, he's a complete chump in Mega Man 4, because, I mean, if you're just spamming your Buster, he goes down
Yeah.
pretty easily. But when you don't have the means to spam a Buster, like down here where you're constantly falling down, he's surprisingly more difficult.
Yep.
Levels, man, Dustman, you're equipped to make a whole Mega Man game then. Just gotta throw in a few Wily stages and you're all set.
Yep.
If, later on, Wrecking Programs, the developer of this game, will add a feature where you can compile all the stages you've made into one game, maybe. Maybe something. Because, I mean, I think a lot of people generally can make more than is with relative ease. Well, it would take a while, obviously, but, I mean, obviously there are a lot of people who make many stages. Oh, maybe there'll be a feature someday where all those can be added into one game.
Let's see if I can cheese them like this.
What?
Yup. That's how you cheese them.
You said you were making a series? Okay, excuse me for missing that, I guess. Several revisions to make this terrain work for Toadman, and it's still very cheesable.
Yep, and I found it.
I know, isn't that the most... And you guys must hate that, you know, you stage makers who spend so long on these stages, and then someone comes in playing it, and he finds a way to cheese it, and, you know, make all your hours' work go to waste.
Let's see, the problem is choice.
That was a nice stage, I think.
Yep.
Let's eat frogs. Okay, see Felix, I was thinking that the entire time.
Yeah.
I didn't say it.
Alright,
It's a manifest truism, isn't it?
It is true, snakes do eat frogs. Alright.
He just finished his Wily stages for Mega Man Select the other day. Hey, hey!
Let's go left. Oh,
Man.
boy.
I'm always impressed by the talent that goes into all these stages. Like, they're always so unique, and man, how many hours went into each of them.
There we go. I can hardly hear you.
Let's see.
Let's get rid of this guy.
Testing.
I can kind of hear you.
Okay, I do not know what's up.
I don't know. It might be your signal.
Okay, how's this? I'm switching to another mic.
You're coming through, but I just think it's your internet signal.
I mean, that's hard to believe because I'm getting a full signal on Discord here.
I don't know what it is.
That mic is significantly easier to hear. Okay, well, I'm gonna go by Hunter's word here.
Oh, good to know that Time Man's power does nothing to him.
Saying here, I spend around 16 to 7 to 18 hours on a single stage for my series. Wow, that is very thorough.
That's pretty thorough.
Yeah, props for you for putting so much time into it. You know, I think it's very easy for people, like, when they're designing Mega Man stages to be, you know, not pay the most attention to what they're doing, because Mega Man stages are, yeah, I think, pretty simple for the most part, but I think it's really impressive when you have people spending a lot of time on them and trying to make them more unique and kind of, like, I don't know, remix the formula, so to speak.
Right.
Here you choose all left, which was the worst selection.
Really?
We have some Tomahawk action going on here.
Yep. It's also not dealing too much damage, but you know what? I'll manage.
Is amused me in that it was able to take out all, what was it, 3 forms of Wily in Mega Man 6?
Yeah. With Tomahawk Man, right?
Yeah, but that, like, all 3 Wily forms had the same weakness, and that was amusing to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna have an easier time with the Buster.
Yeah.
Got him.
Close. Nice one, though.
Nice level.
For the 2 stages by Hunter. Great
Yep.
job, Hunter. Nice stages.
Completed.
Go on now.
There's one level by Dustman Talks Trash. 1839-87.
And
All
hopefully,
right.
indeed, Dustman. I mean, you certainly wouldn't want to see all that effort put to waste. You can get some return on your investment.
Wait, did it not? I was supposed to play it. There we go. Play. Oh, there it goes. Motorman.
Ah, free sample.
Huh?
So we're beta testing then, you might say?
Maybe.
Inspired by Turbo Man and Nitro Man. Hey,
Yeah.
those are some nice stages.
Those are good stages.
Nitro Man's stage is probably my favorite in Mega Man 10. Just some phenomenal themes, some phenomenal music. Which, by the way, that Nitro Man's theme was composed by the one and only Manami Matsume,
Yeah.
who was the composer for Mega Man 1. I think maybe some people know this. Mega Man 10, the soundtrack for Mega Man 10 was composed entirely by, well, it's like for every Robot Master stage, there was by a person who worked on the classic Mega Man soundtrack previously. So like Nitro Man worked, or Manami Matsume worked on Nitro Man's stage, and Takashi. The composer for Mega Man 2, I want to say Takashi Tateishi, Robot Master stage as well. And there were other people who came in and did that too. So it was a whole. That's why I think the soundtrack in Mega Man 10 sounds so diverse. You know, it has. And any of the others, you have different composers for each of those themes. I think the Inti Creates team, they worked on, like Ippo Yamada and the sound team Inti Creates, they worked on the Wily stages.
Huh.
Past Mega Man composers for the other classic titles, they worked on the Robot Master stages. So there's a bit of Mega Man history.
Cool stuff.
More stages here.
More stages.
Thank you, Red Wayne, for submitting your 3 stages. Dang.
I'm okay with that. More stages. Alright, back here, I guess.
Okay, so apparently Red Wayne entered the wrong code. If you want to resubmit that, feel free, Red Wayne. We have to play the one you just submitted incorrectly if you don't want.
Right.
Oh, I like that name. Red Wayne submitted a stage called or Mega Man 10 Wily Stage 3 with Slide.
Huh.
Nice. That has always been my #1 complaint with Mega Man 9 and 10. You did not have the slide.
Yeah, I know, right?
On that same note, it's my #1 biggest thing I'm happy with regarding Mega Man 11
is that the slide is back.
The reintroduction of the slide, finally. I could not understand why that slide feature was removed in Mega Man 9 and 10, but I'm so happy it's coming back for Mega Man 11, because I just thought it added so much to the gameplay.
Yeah.
Strategy as well of classic Mega Man, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I do not understand why only sometimes I'm getting blown away.
I understand it. When Mega Man's on ground, he can't get blown away, but when he's jumping, he can.
Well, I mean, explain that.
Even when you are on the ground, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, yeah. Whatever, dude. Okay. You know, that probably means that there's a bonus up here? Or not? Oh, there's just nothing to the right. Okay, that's cool too. Yeah.
Remember when they said 9 and 10 was inspired by 2? They meant it.
Yeah, they meant it.
I remember when they said that. And I, in that respect, I can understand why they took out the slide.
That said, I missed the slide.
And, I mean, I can understand it, but I couldn't agree with it.
Right.
I mean, I think it would have been easy to make, or possible anyway, to make a Mega Man 2, or a game that felt like Mega Man 2 and still put the slide in it.
Yeah, I agree. Oh boy.
Wayne, I did see that Star Force costume in Mega Man 11, and we in fact talked about that in a recent podcast that we did. Or we think it's a big deal because it's funny, like, it really begs the question, why would they do that if they don't tend to maybe put other Mega Man series tributes in there? So, I'm not so excited for the Star Force costume for Star Force. I enjoyed Star Force, but it wasn't my favorite Mega Man series. But see that primarily for the implications of it, what it could mean for the other series to get in there. Like, I don't think, and a lot of other people in our group agree with me, I really don't think that Star Force is going to be the only costume in there. I think if there's going to be a Star Force costume in there, there's also going to be other Mega Man series costumes, and that's what I'm excited for. That's the prospect I'm excited about. Like maybe there's a Volnut costume in there, Mega Man Volnut, or a Mega Man X costume. Who knows? But it's exciting to think about.
I think it might just be tied to a weapon personally, but like, if there's other weapons tied to other Mega Man game or Mega Man series, that would be really cool.
Yeah. And I think there will be. Again, we did talk about this in our last podcast, but I think the developers, they really want to try to find a way to please like all the fans, which is, of course, a difficult thing. There have been so many different Mega Man series with different gameplay styles, and they all just felt really differently and appealed to very different fans. In fact, I think it's certainly going to be difficult to please all the Mega Man fans, but if they could, like, put costumes from the other Mega Man series in Mega Man 11, I think they're on a good track.
Yeah. This is some nifty platforming.
Yeah, it's some spiky platforming, to be sure. It's a really cool concept, you know, using the wind to,
I want to see more levels that do
it's
that.
nothing new, I guess. Yeah, I know, it's nothing... But I don't recall seeing it in classic Mega Man. Oh, wait, well, there was in Mega Man 9, where you had to navigate Tornado Man section.
Yeah.
I suppose. That concept.
Went through this whole level without charging once. I just don't expect people to put the charge in.
Here's another rather controversial element of classic Mega Man. I don't think the slide has ever been. I think people all across the board enjoy the slide. But the charge shot is a bit more controversial, I think, because, in a way, it kind of, I guess, and, like, you from using the special weapons that you have in your inventory. I mean, it's all across the board. It's a pretty versatile weapon, and that versatility kind of dissuades you from wanting to use any special weapons that you might have.
Right.
And that's a fair point, I think. That's why I think a lot of people tend to keep it out when making Mega Man Maker stages. But that said, I am happy it's returned for Mega Man 11 too.
Right.
There were a lot of people who enjoy the Charge Buster, and there is always that point that if you don't want to use the Charge Buster, you don't have to. You know,
True.
It's a very optional element. Yeah, we'll see Red Wayne, or Rad Wayne. Our queue is pretty full now, I think. So maybe later.
Maybe.
Captain Pollution, how you doing?
There we go. Those guys have earned a spot on my have to deal with list. Oh, it just moved me backwards. That's cool. If only I could drop him down one of those holes with the bombs there. But I can't.
And Pollution, hope you're doing well too on this fine Saturday afternoon. And some more Mega Man Maker, because Josh is, unfortunately, once again out of commission.
Yep.
Going to play Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy this week, but he was busy. So we have David, who we're very happy, of course, to have on board anytime we can get a hold of him. But we're playing Mega Man Maker instead.
Yup. I'm always glad to be here. So it works out.
Good to have you. See Shallot Muscles, welcome aboard, and we hope you enjoy your stay. Also made a Mega Man X intro level. There have been so many Mega Man X intro levels, not only in Mega Man Maker, but also, you know, just across the Mega Man series as a whole. That stage revisited so often in, you know, throughout very many Mega Man games. I'm thinking Mega Man X7 had a reintroduction of that, or like, a remade version of that stage.
Yeah.
Mega Man ZX had it. Other games as well that do not come to the top of my head, but it's funny to see how many times that stage has been revisited. I guess, you know, that is a very memorable stage. And I think it defined a lot of our experiences with Mega Man. Probably the first game a lot of us played in the Mega Man franchise.
At least for a good chunk of people, yeah. There. Got him.
Busy. It's a really cool hobby to have, though, making Mega Man Maker stages. I gotta say again, I am really happy to see that this game is still... People are still making games for this, or stages for this game, because it has been out for a while now, and common for fan games to die after like a month of, you know, being released.
That's true.
Community games like this, it's very impressive, I think, to see. And granted, this game is still being updated, so I guess it's not entirely you know, hard to understand. But it impresses me nonetheless to see that there are still really active people in the Mega Man Maker community, and they're still uploading stages and sharing them with people like us who play this game pretty often.
Yeah.
Just all you folks who are making these stages constantly and who continue to make them. It not only, I think, shows the creativity of the fan base, but shows our passion as well. That people spend hours on these stages. You know, if you're willing to spend hours making a Mega Man stage, what else can show your passion for this series? You know, what else can show your passion for classic Mega Man? That is just, I think, really inspiring.
Yeah. Okay, so I actually gotta conserve weapon energy wherever I can.
Oh gosh, Captain Pollution DE he's saying he spends weeks on some of his levels. Hunter was saying that too, or was it Dustman? Excuse me if I'm getting you two mixed up. But one of our other viewers was saying that as well. And you see that too. I am so impressed by just God. That concept is beyond my level of understanding. Honestly,
Oh no!
Spending weeks on stage. That's crazy.
It is pretty nuts, but I mean, it works out, so it's really cool.
But it really makes me wonder just how long the designers at Capcom, how long they spent on some of their stages. And granted, they have a lot more to work with, obviously, with graphics and everything, but like, think of like the Inti Creates team or the Mega Man 10 team who were like revisiting the 8-bit style. And you gotta wonder how long did they take on their stages?
Ooh.
I have to wonder if it's the same amount of time that it takes a lot of Mega Man Maker designers to make their stages.
Oh, this is, things are happening here, and I'm not entirely sure what they are.
What's going on the screen right now?
There are things happening? Oh, I can't actually even kill that guy. There is just a lot going on.
Yeah, Red Wayne, I found out about that recently. Mega Man 7 took... I thought it was only like 3 or 4 months, though. That was just revealed in a recent interview with the Mega Man 11 developers.
Oh, no.
7 months? I could have sworn it was like 3 to 4 months.
Okay, I need to get out of here. Oh, he's weak to the Mega Buster. Well, that's comforting, I guess.
Okay, well, you better appreciate the stage, David, because Hunter is saying he spent all morning making this fight. Hey, got a stage from Captain Pollution. Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, I gotta figure out how to actually get through here without dying. Okay, I think I got this down.
Must be nice to just stay in one place and shoot down at something.
I know, right? It's like you got you got it made.
Yeah. Imagine Sparkman there at an arcade machine trying to hit Mega Man on his screen.
Yeah, I know, right? Sparkman's living the easy life. Confirmed. Okay.
And Wayne saying, if you ever see Kaizo in some stage names, skip it.
Yeah, that's what I hear. But, I mean, I've also played a couple, like, the time before last that I was streaming, and,
Right.
yeah, that wasn't the most fun. But I still played it. I just decided to stop because it's like, oh, what time is it? 6 p.m. and we're still playing this level?
Yeah, you know, generally hard, so we might not always complete them, but we do at least like to play them to, you know, to honor, or, you know, to just...
Yeah.
That sounds really morbid, I know, but for lack of a better term, to our viewers. Appreciate people stopping by on our stream and checking out what we're doing, even to send us stages. You know, and, you know, we feel we have to pay back that appreciation somehow, so even if we can't complete the stages, we feel we should at least play them.
Yeah, but that level was like, the guy said it was like 2 hours long. Remember? It was one...
Oh, yes, I remember that. And oh, here's what gets me. You remember taking that stage into the editor?
Yeah.
Couldn't complete it, but you were going around it, you know, seeing what it entailed later on in the editor.
Yeah.
That was what cracked me up, just to see how long and convoluted that stage was. It was crazy.
It was bonkers. But I beat that one. It was a good level. That was a well-constructed boss fight.
I could definitely see the effort that went into it. How it could have taken all morning. Well, I think your effort was worth it, Hunter.
Okay. Disco Man, huh?
That boss, or that stage has a... Or is that Hunter's profile picture, or is it... I think it is. That's a Doc Robot right there.
Yeah, it is.
Interesting thing about the Doc Robots, a bit of trivia I found out recently. They're not supposed to be called Doc Robots.
No, they're supposed to be called
In
Skull
Japanese.
Robots.
Exactly! Okay, so you knew that, David!
Yeah. They're Dokuro Robots, which is, it's kind of a pun.
Yeah.
It's a pun on Skull and Doc Robot, but it's totally lost in English.
I never knew that until just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I heard about that a while ago.
Dang. Makes sense, because, you know, I was going my whole childhood thinking, why are they called Doc Robots? They look nothing like... They certainly don't look like they have a medical license.
Yeah, I know, right? But I thought because they were created by Dr. Wily, you know...
Oh, they don't look like Dr. Wily, though.
They don't.
I don't know.
And there is
Dr.
no...
Skull, I think he looks.
I don't know. I still want someone to just make a... well, no. I can't say this idea because of a campaign we might be starting later, but I have an idea that I would want to go over with you, at least, Skybane, just for laughs. But...
Okay, we'll talk about that later then.
yeah. But if anybody...
Doc Robot literally means, or Doc Robot, it literally means Skullbot, which makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah,
So
Dokuro.
without that idea.
It's a Dokuro Robot, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Or
yeah.
Dokurobot, because it's a Skullbot, or whatever.
Hello to Chris Hendricks, 85. Hey, nice to have you on board. Thanks for joining us on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Very nice, bright and shiny Saturday afternoon on my end.
Oh. What? Oh. I'm not sure if I want to actually go... I'll try going down. I have this key. Let's use it. Oh. Well, this is wonderful.
Call those dock robots skull robots, or skull men, then.
Yeah. Oh, no! Oh!
Up in this mess.
Oh!
This level as flashy as possible.
It is. Oh, boy.
What comics are you referring to, Red Wayne? I didn't know that... Are you referring to the Archie comics? Robots in that?
Maybe. So one thing that I couldn't get over with like NES games being inconsistent is like in a bunch of different NES games you have these crusher style things with the chains, and in some games you can jump through the chains and some you can't.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
Were you able to do it in that game?
Huh? In the game where the crushers appeared and for Mega Man?
It was... I remember seeing those things the first time in Mega Man 2. Could you jump through those wires or the chains in Mega Man 2?
I forget, because it's inconsistent with like every single NES game. So I go through like in every single time they appear, I'm like, can I jump through it? And then depending on if I can or not, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna damage boost through this guy. Or, you know, get wrecked. That works too, I guess.
Thank you, Radwayne. Hey, he's saying here, I like you guys. You deserve a sub on YouTube.
Thanks!
Thank you very much for that. It really helps out. And that's... I can't help but think that's a major lack of research on Archie's part, that they called them dock robots instead of what they were supposed to be called, skull robots.
Well, I mean, they were referred to as dock robots in like the manual as well. Or not the manual, in supplementary material. Okay. So, in the US they've always been dock robots. However, in Japan they've always been a pun. Which,
well,
it is...
explains things.
Yeah. Imagine having your entire... Hmm? You still there? Aww. Let's see if there's anything I can do by going left. Oh. Hold on, is this more of the same that I just got through? I think this is more of the same that I just got through. Oh, that guy's freaking out. That guy's wigging out. Oh, now he's angry. I think I'm going backwards, so I'm going to try going right. Oh.
Testing. Okay, good. It's working now. My audio died out.
Yeah, it seemed to die.
To do that, or Discord likes to do it to me, rather. deal here is that the comics say it's a disc operating some C-word robot. Okay. I still find that surprising because, I mean, Archie is no stranger to, like, the Mega Man formula, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty, they like to stay close to the source material, I suppose, but they're no strangers at the same time to, like, finding Mega Man in some cases.
Right.
So I'm kind of surprised that they didn't change the names of the Doc Robot Masters.
Well, I think it would be lost on a lot of the American audience because not everybody knows that their name's a pun. You know?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, at the same time, I guess it is kind of cool that they found a way to explain it.
Yeah.
You know, that way to make Doc Robot make sense, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Because it certainly didn't before.
Right. Okay.
This is not a happy day for my microphone.
No. I don't know what the deal is. Oof. This is some, that's some iffy platforming. That's pretty clever. Well, those guys are just... Okay, I guess. The chain just disappears until they get pulled back up. That's weird.
Neat, though.
Neat, but kind of weird.
I wonder if those crushers in Mega Man 2, if they went down far enough, you know, if that same thing would happen.
You know, I have no idea. This checkpoint's pretty far back considering what you have to go through.
Fell down there.
Ugh. Fell down there. Okay.
Oh, that happened.
Yep. What? What? Oh.
Any news about Mega Man 3?
Yeah, Mega Man 3
something
happened.
happened to you here. How did we get here? Here.
Well then. Oh, wow, I have...
this as an opportunity to zip across the stage, but I don't know whether that's feasible by any means in this situation.
Okay, I'm gonna have to retry, I guess.
So, that's a bit awkward. Mega Man 3, I mean, I don't know, when was that game released?
In 89?
It
was...
look back to the, look back from the... Our news was posted for Mega Man 3 back in 89, you'll be able to find something there.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. I think you mean Mega Man Legends 3. It's still in limbo for the time being, I guess. Not a whole lot to say about it right now.
Hopefully
you know, as always, we're hopeful that things will change sometime down the line, especially with the news of Mega Man 11.
Yeah.
Be some people who think that's, like, bad for Mega Man Legends because it's not Legends, granted. But, I mean, I think it's a sign of good things to come.
Right.
What
I
I'm
agree.
happy about is to see Capcom finally waking the heck up and doing something with the Mega Man franchise.
Yeah.
Mega Man 11, it's a pretty safe thing to do, I think. And I think it's only logical to suppose that Capcom is going to do something safe. Especially since the franchise, it was not in a good state of affairs before Mega Man 11 showed up.
Right.
It's a good first step, a good sign of things to come. And, you know, we're hoping it'll be an opportunity for us to rally support for Legends 3 later on down the line. And like I mentioned earlier, I do expect, and a lot of us expect actually, in on our page, in our group, that there will be tributes to the Mega Man Legends series in Mega Man 11, if even only in the form of costumes.
Right.
That, I don't expect that Star Force costume is going to be the only costume in Mega Man 11 by any means. I think there is going to be like a Legends costume, maybe other costumes from other series as well. And, you know, I'm going to see those as opportunities to support the Legends series, in addition to the Classic series.
Yep. That's how I feel about it, too.
I've always said, personally, that the biggest thing to getting Mega Man Legends 3 back is patience and persistence. You gotta be willing to admit this could take a long time, but at the same time, you can't
give up
remember that,
on it either.
Yeah, you can't give up at the same time as well. It's important to be patient, but you also have to be doing stuff in that time to let Capcom know that people are still interested in Legends 3.
Yep.
That's where we're coming from anyway.
Yep.
But yeah, today, this year is in fact going to be the year of Mega Man Legends for us. It's the 20th anniversary of the Mega Man Legends series, and the 17th anniversary, I think, 17th or 18th anniversary of campaigning for Mega Man Legends 3. Legends 2 was released back in the year 2000, which essentially means we have been campaigning for Legends 3 for 18 years.
Something like that.
Or at least we will, 2's anniversary. And so that's a long time, but we see it as a milestone, personally, because we certainly haven't given up. Legends 3 back, and, you know, I should hope that someday those efforts will pay off, but, you know, for the time being, it's fun. It's legitimately fun for us to campaign for time. In addition to campaigning for Legends 3, we're showing support for a series we absolutely love.
Yep.
Hope to see Legends 3 someday, of course. But overall, we just love supporting Legends. So, you know, even if Legends 3 were to come back, I think we still would be doing things to, like, support the Legends series and, you know, do things for it and show our support.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Sorry I'm light on the commentary right now. Oh.
Bradley, I think X9 will certainly happen.
Signs point to X9 happening.
X9? What?
Signs point to X9 happening. For me personally, because with how much X characters have been pushed in MVCI, the Mega Man X collection, or whatever they're planning on doing, coming to all current generations, their words, every Mega Man X game coming to every modern platform. I think X9 has a very real possibility of happening, and I think that's their next play.
I think so too. As far as sequels are concerned, anyway.
Right.
I think the next big thing they could do that would be logical for them is Mega Man X9. You know, look at the other Mega Man series that have sold well and have a lot of big fans behind them. Battle Network's done.
Zero's done.
You know, there's been comments in our group that they could revisit it if they wanted to, because Capcom is no stranger at all to revisiting a series that has supposedly finished. You know,
That's
look at
true.
Mega Man X5, which supposedly ended. Look at Mega Man 6, which was supposed to have ended. It's continued on after apparently completed endings.
Yeah.
So, you know, technically they could do another Battle Network game, and I think that would be received tremendously well. There are just so many Battle Network fans out there. You know, as far as logical circumstances are concerned, I think it would just make the most sense to do Mega Man X9, because that series ended on a cliffhanger. There was a lot of stuff that needed to be resolved in there, and on top of it all, fans want it. You know, I think fans want a new Mega Man X game even more than a new classic game.
Absolutely. That's what I think.
It's certainly going to happen, I think, sometime down the line. At least before Legends 3. You know, the way I see it, X9's next at Legends 3, because people won't shut up about Legends 3.
At least I hope.
It could go any which way. And it is true, granted, I'm not denying this one iota, that Legends is a touchy topic for Capcom.
It is.
You know, they will never be able to get away from that fact that they messed up big time by canceling Legends 3.
Yeah.
They
And the way that they
decide to
handled
revisit
it.
later on. If they did decide to revisit Legends 3 later on, it would have to come at the expense of a big... they'd have to come to terms with their mistakes. And who knows whether they're ready to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Oh boy. Okay, so what is the deal here?
Powered Up 2? Hey, I would be down for that too.
Yeah, I would be down for Powered Up 2. I'd be down for Maverick Hunter X too.
There are so many directions they could take with Mega Man.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have, in a lot of people's eyes, they have a lot of choices that they can make. Oh, I just decided to entirely miss what those platforms looked like.
Yeah. Well, I kind of feel the Mega Man universe was supposed to be in a way that... Oh, that was a very embarrassing fall.
I could not tell where the platforms I was supposed to stand on are because they were blending in with the background to me. Everything
you know,
is...
I kind of feel like Mega Man Universe was supposed to be the Powered Up 2, because it was going to be essentially a remake of Mega Man 2, right?
No, Mega Man Universe is going to basically be Mega Man Maker.
Supposed to be like kind of a Mega Man 2 remake.
No, it was a Mega Man Maker.
Is that its core essence?
Huh? Mega Man Maker?
Like Mega Man Universe it was mainly supposed to be a Mega Man stage designer.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a Mega Man stage designer. So imagine if that came out before Mario Maker did.
Yeah.
Like, you were supposed to customize... You were supposed to build your own levels, customize your own Mega Man, and just have at.
Yeah, I know that was certainly an element of it. A really big element, too. And in that respect, I can't help but wonder if, like... well, because, of course, Mega Man Powered Up had a Mega Man Maker stage designer as well.
Yeah.
I actually never got to try that out, but I understand it did have one.
It was...
I kind of wonder if that was kind of like the inspiration for Mega Man Universe.
That's what I'm thinking. Something like that.
It's funny, you know, look back at 2010 and see all the unique concepts that Capcom had. Or 2010, 2011, 2012, all those years where nothing happened. But, look back at all those years and just look at all the unique concepts Capcom had before they canned them all.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm talking seriously unique stuff. You had Mega Man Universe, which was going to be a stage designer sort of thing. Very new for Mega Man. Aside from, of course, like Powered Up, which had a small-scale Mega Man stage designer, but whatever. Yeah. You had Mega Man Legends 3, of course, really big one. You know, that was just a huge deal. Really unique stuff going on there that was kind of almost redefining the Legends series in a way. Maverick Hunter, that FPS game made by the Metroid Prime.
Oh man,
developers.
I wish that came out. I actually would have thought it. I thought it looked kind of cool personally. Maverick Hunter.
It was certainly a unique concept, but that's what I'm talking about. There were all these really unique ideas going on in Capcom at the time, and they all got canned. It is such a huge bummer to me, personally, that, you know, how did we get here?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, X-Over was unique in a way, but it was unique in all the wrong ways, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Let's see if I can't manipulate these guys to give me some extra weapon energy. There we go. All I have to do is not jump.
Hey, Lino bro, thanks for dropping in. Hope you're having a good day on this fine Saturday afternoon.
Hey.
Are you weak to... Cool to play as Vile in Mega Man Maverick Hunter...
Yeah, I know!
Maverick Hunter X, right?
That was, like, so cool.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like was how the Viles theme after a while.
Yeah.
That played in every single stage, and after a while, I got sick of it. It was really cool to play as him, though.
Oh, man, I can't believe I just did that. You're gonna see something in a second that's gonna just be...
What even happened there?
Well, you see, I was so stylish, I didn't need to wait for the, level to, actually end. I was just like, nah, bro. I'm just gonna do this again, just to, you know, style on you.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly did it in style.
Let me just surfboard off the level, it's cool.
For folks.
But yeah, the Vile theme,
They're generally not surfing on an oil surfboard.
yeah. The Vile theme got
Do that
old
at home,
after
kids.
a while.
I mean, it was nice the first time, but after a while, I really did get sick of it.
Yeah. It sucked because I actually really liked the soundtrack of that game, so it's like, well, why can't I listen to the soundtrack? You know?
Yeah. You know, I understand that people do like it. Hunter, I completely understand what you're saying there. It was a good theme, but for me, I found it got kind of sick on the ears after a while.
There, now I won't...
People like different songs, and depending on who you are, they could stick with you for longer than other people.
Right. Well, if you really like Vile's theme, you can just play the whichever Vile level you want over and over. Alright, that level is complete.
That guy in... Oh, man. Who was that guy in Street Fighter whose theme goes with everything?
Guile? Okay, so the first Radwayne 10 level was a mistake? Right?
I think it was the second one.
I thought the second one was Mega Man 10 Wily Stage 3 with the slide. That's what's listed here.
Radwayne, do you want to clarify things for us?
The first Radwayne level is The Adventure of Rockman Remastered, but in Spanish.
Guile, that was his name. Thank you very much for that, Lino Bro.
Yeah, Guile.
It's funny, Guile and Vile rhyme. Wouldn't it be hilarious if Capcom was just like, oh, you know, Vile rhymes with Guile. Maybe we could do the same thing with Guile and make a stage theme where it goes with everything and you don't have to ever change it.
Yeah, the MM10 stage is the one you wanted me to play, so okay. I will skip the other one.
Again.
Alright, let's go with Surfman. Level ID 1862 69, dude.
I believe there are some things Guile's theme doesn't go with.
There are a couple
Yeah, I
of
mean,
things, but they are few and far between.
All you have to do is alter the playback of speed of Guile's theme.
Yeah, exactly. That's the trick.
That.
If something doesn't go with Guile's theme, you just need to mess around a little bit with the speed of Guile's theme, and it'll sync up. Alright, so Surfman, huh? Gotta wait for me to complete a level. Oh my goodness, what is this slowdown? Holy cow. This isn't even lag for my computer, it's just slow down for the... This is a perfect NES emulation. Is what it is.
That's it, yeah, your computer was just like, hey, you want to play this in the most authentic setting? There you go.
There you go. And Gemini laser is one of your weapons, so you know the slowdown is authentic. Oh my goodness. Get out of here, frog thing.
The X collection should include the PSP remaster.
It should.
Makes you wonder just what Capcom means by releasing all the Mega Man X games.
Is that going to include Command
Switch
Mission?
Platforms. So yeah, it makes you wonder, are they going to include like Command Mission, Maverick Hunter X?
What about Extreme? Probably not Extreme. Let's be
that
real.
as well. It's difficult to say. I mean, okay, granted, knowing Capcom and the fact that they didn't put Mega Man and Bass on the Legacy Collection 2, which, by the way, I'm still legitimately sore about.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite game in the classic series. They probably do mean only Mega Man X 1 through 8.
Right.
But, I mean, it's... I guess.
That little frog had a ton of energy in it. Okay. I don't have to worry about those shrimps up there. They're just flopping around. Oh.
Should include all the ZXs in
Uh,
the ZX series.
I mean, they should just
really
make
like
another ZX game.
There we go. Give an award to this man right here.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you can say, like, maybe make a ZX collection, but no, they should just make another ZX.
Amen to that. And I mean, NT Creates has stated on numerous occasions that they would be interested in making a ZX3.
Okay.
It's just a crying shame that the series didn't sell as well as the other Mega Man series.
Okay, so if I
I
jump...
I think, in a certain way, even Legends 3 has a better chance of getting a sequel than ZX.
Yeah, I know.
Because at least people, there were a lot of people who liked Legends. They had a lot of people who liked it, but not that many people noticed it, I guess.
Yeah. I guess. Oh, the slowdown is real.
You almost made it there, dang.
But I'm liking how the surfboard actually just, Okay, I need to not be there. Oh. The slowdown is for reals. I need more weapon energy, please. Thank you. More weapon energy.
Felix saying, I hate how they try to shoehorn Street Fighter into everything.
I know, right? But
maybe they're just like, hey, since Guile Stream goes with everything, maybe Street Fighter goes with everything,
Maybe Street Fighter goes with everything, yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
Or the Street Fighter cross Hello Kitty thing.
Yeah, there we go.
Or Sanrio, that is still boggling my mind.
I saw the Street Fighter Sanrio thing. I was like, what the heck is this?
Oh, man.
I wasn't like, well, this is the worst thing ever. I was just like, this is very odd. Whoever thought of this is...
I know, that's the thing. I mean, you might call it the worst thing ever, depending on your preference, but overall, it's just...
It's weird.
Weird. Odd.
But, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, I need to not be... Oh. Okay, I guess. Thanks for the energy, though. If it weren't for the slowdown... There we go. Now I'm back up to full. Well...
Sins of Steam saying, Capcom, put that Street Fighter in it! Yeah.
Put that Street
Sir,
Fighter in
this
it.
is Cheerios.
Sir, this is Cheerios. I don't care. Give him that, what was it? Hadoken cereal? Or Shoryukens, now with red Hadoken marshmallows or whatever.
Seems legit.
Well, I mean, these tadpole guys were my favorite part of Gemini Man stage because they just gave you stuff, I guess.
And to think they were annoying, I suppose, depending on who you are, but I've always liked them because, I mean, they give you stuff, and, I mean, even if you do get hit by them, they only do, like, 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
So,
oh, hey!
a lot more than they have to take away.
It's a stage ender that I can't get to. Cool. And by that I mean, whatever, man.
All works out.
Oh, would you look at that? It's more level. Not that I'm complaining. Something tells me I was supposed to go right.
High five! My favorite is X4 as well.
X4 is
really
probably...
like the first X game as well, but man... I almost said X6. X6, that would have been a terrible problem.
Ooh.
X4 is my favorite of the X series.
My favorite's probably X4.
Zero is my main. Thought in that game you finally had the ability to play as him. You had the ability to play as him in X3 too, but it was to a very limited capacity.
Did you just see that?
You couldn't do a whole lot with him.
Did you just
that
see
was completely fixed.
Did you see the fish get destroyed? Or was that just me? Oh! I did it again! Okay. Okay. But yeah, X4 was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Oh man, I can go on and on about that game.
Mm-hmm. X5 had some messy stuff going on, unfortunately. That rates it a little lower for me, but... Oh, this slowdown is getting to my head. It's making me think slower. MVCI had a lot of problems that just... Also, Skybean, I cannot hear you at all. Just if you were wondering.
I'm not talking?
Oh, okay. But,
okay,
what's up? But no, MVCI had a lot of problems. Part of it being the whole kerfluffle between Disney and Fox with, over the rights to... Well, no. There is no problem, like, Fox doesn't own the video game rights for the X-Men. Disney just didn't want to put the X-Men in because they wanted to push the MCU. And since Fox owns the movie rights, well, owned the movie rights for the X-Men... Sliding, why'd you do this to me? But, since Fox owned the movie rights for the X-Men, Disney didn't want to, or the person in charge of MVCI didn't want to put the X-Men in MVCI, which was a lot of people's main problem with MVCI. Okay, so I guess those fish just die? That's really weird.
Hey, Zero Amnesty, welcome aboard!
Hey, Zero Amnesty.
Doing well on this fine Saturday afternoon. And who attended our stream last week, I guess I'll repeat myself again. We were supposed to be playing Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy this week, but Josh is out of commission, unfortunately. So we brought in David to play Mega Man Maker again for us. and you know we're always happy to have him on board. But we'll be playing Mega Man 5 next week, I think.
Yep. Oh no! Slowdown's getting to me.
Oh man. About Mega Man X6. That seems like, to me, that seems to be the most controversial game in the X series. It is as controversial just because it seems unanimous and most people hate it.
Mega Man
X6,
X6
it seems genuinely split. I like that game, personally. But I've met people who seriously do enjoy it. And that has always made me wonder opinion about that game.
Mega Man 6, I like certain aspects of it, and then I do not like a lot of other aspects about it. It has some really cool level design moments, and it has some pretty cool weapons, and it has some pretty good songs in the soundtrack, and it has some pretty good boss design. But there's a lot about that game that is infuriating.
Bullet hell segments. There was just seemed like there was always just so much going on the screen and so many bullets flying at you
I
at one
did
time.
not like the Nightmare mechanic or the Reploid rescue mechanic, for the record.
That was terrible. I hated that.
Just
I could rescue all the Reploids, but it was a pain doing so.
Also, I didn't like how if you failed saving one, how you just couldn't attempt to save it without getting a game over. Okay, I do not want to be here. I don't want to be anywhere in this screen. Let's just get the heck out.
I just made it through.
Okay.
Ooh, eggs, by the way.
Huh? No, not again! I saw it happening, but I couldn't react in time because of the slowdown.
Dang. Oh my god. 1 second from the checkpoint. It's a good thing you're patient with this kind of thing.
Yup. If I was not patient, I would not have half of the gameplay credits that I would have. Patience is by far the biggest virtue you can have with playing video games.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good virtue for anything you do in life, honestly.
Yeah. But video games especially. Because of all the quirks that can happen, or slow down, or just having to work at something to get better.
You just whispered to us? Well, isn't that fortunate? I'm not logged in onto... I'm not logged in on Twitch.
I am logged in on Twitch, and I can see the chat, but I did not see a whisper.
Hendrix is saying here, X6 was the last okay game in my opinion, or X game in my opinion. X7 and X8 just didn't do it for me. Okay, now that's interesting. I know a lot of people who say that X8, it was a game that was, well, it's a good game. A lot of people liked it. You know, kind of in the same vein as the old X games that were in 2D.
That's
actually a curious thing for me to hear.
I actually enjoyed
Mega Man 2 is overrated and not.
I mean, 3 is my favorite. Personally, Mega Man 3 is my favorite of the classic ones, but that's also the one that I grew up with.
Has a lot to do with it.
Oh no 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 no!
Oh,
not again! Okay. Oh, this background just causes so much slowdown.
You got the checkpoint anyway.
Okay.
For me, my top 3 is Mega Man X4, Mega Man X8, and then Mega Man X1. I feel like those are the games that really just adhered to Geared to what X was, I guess. While at the same time keeping Zero in there. Well,
Yeah.
for the first 2 games anyway.
But no, X8, in my opinion, was a pretty good game, in my opinion.
Yeah, the main complaints I see about it are that the vehicle stages. There were 2 of those in there.
Yeah, the vehicle gimmick. They were a little gimmicky, in my opinion. I like the as stupid as his name is, I like Bamboo Pandemonium's level just because of how like you can get the ride armor to sort of you carry the ride armor through the level with you.
Yeah, true.
I thought that was a cool gimmick for a gimmick level.
As far as the 2D segments were concerned, I feel like they did everything right. And it was, in a way, kind of like... Well, I mean, I guess he did have Powered Up in Maverick Hunter X as well, but for me it was like the last game... The last Mega Man sequel that was made, you know, in an updated style. You know, it was kind of like the last new game, to a degree. You know?
Yeah. I think I get what you're saying.
God, see, Felix, that was a morning to remember. The day after the cancellation of Legends 3.
Oh
Do you guys remember that
God.
day? I remember being in the dev room that day, and it was crazy. It was...
Oh my God. It was like a zoo.
Absolutely ridiculous. I remember going in, and this happened on the day of the anniversary, or the cancellation too. I remember going in the day after the cancellation into Capcom Unity, and looking at the blog posts on their website, on Capcom Unity's website, then glossing down to the comments and seeing like dozens of comments that had nothing to do with the blog post. Everyone just screaming about Legends 3.
Yeah.
God, man, so many angry comments in there. It was crazy.
Oh,
days
man.
too. Not only that day, but yeah, the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate, it was particularly bad in those comments of
man,
blog posts promoting that game.
People were livid.
Seriously, the comments didn't have anything to do with the stuff that Capcom was promoting. It was just literally just people screaming for Legends 3.
Yeah.
This was only like a couple days before, what was it, San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con?
Something like that. Okay, I'm about to play the Mega Man 10 Wily Stage 3 with Slide.
Okay, good luck. I'll wrap up my commentary here just to focus on
you
that.
can keep going. I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah, okay. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, Legends 3 was canceled just a couple days before one of those big Comic-Cons, and you know, I thought there would literally be a scene when Capcom would be making their presentations at those Comic-Con panels.
Yeah.
Or something. But, and I recall hearing, get this, guys, there was a rumor going around that someone had punched Seth Killian, who was, I think, the senior vice president of Capcom America at the time, in the face at one of those Comic-Cons. And this, again, was shortly after the cancellation. That didn't end up happening, but someone was angry enough to throw that rumor around the internet after the cancellation.
Yeah. What the heck is... I guess I need to go with Rush Jet. Well, or
what if
not.
I tell you I have no idea what Mega Man Legends is? We will tell you to look into it and play it at your earliest convenience.
Check it out. It's a PS1 game. It's really good. It's a PS1 adventure game. And
Very
it's
good
real
game,
fun.
and,
it has a lot of charm to it, and try it. We are group centered around it for a reason.
It's our game. It's our Mega Man series. You know, different people, I think, who grew up with Mega Man have different favorites in the Mega Man franchise. Our favorite is Mega Man Legends.
Right.
Any preference for just open world games, or even just games that have that very familiar anime vibe or Saturday morning cartoon vibe, whatever you prefer, please look into it. It's a very charming adventure, if nothing else.
Yeah.
There are some people who can't appreciate the gameplay, but I think even those who can't appreciate the gameplay can at least appreciate the story and the characters and all the charm that's in that world. There might be my nostalgia talking here, granted, but that sticks with you.
Yeah.
That I can say without a shadow of a doubt.
It's really good, in my opinion, and in the
On a way,
opinion of a lot of
I
other
would
people.
prefer to characterize it Dustman, but I mean, I think we're talking about the same thing.
I mean, he doesn't really look at that stuff. He almost there's some it's a touchy topic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. The Madman
that
actually
comment
decided
from-
that giving me Metal Blade was a good idea.
Yeah, whenever you have Metal Blade, you know what's gonna happen.
What?
I'm gonna
What?
run,
How could I jump on those spikes for a frame? That is very weird.
I'm going to jump out of here for a few seconds. Gotta get my charger, so 1 minute here, folks.
Okay. Okay. That got them. Yeah, that is the line, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's in Legends, but it's not exactly like, you know, a big thing. I should get Rush Coil in here. Grab that. What did I use most? Probably want item 1. They made Mega Man a killer. Oh man. They tried to be like really edgy with Mega Man 7. Misadventures of Tron is a great game. I got most of my serve bots. I think I got most of them not necessarily up to like max, but close to it. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna ride these platforms. It's cool. What, in, Legends with tank controls? Dustman? Or is that... Woof.
I mean, it's not so bad if you have an analog stick.
It didn't support analog.
Oh, that's true.
You can only move with the D-pad. Also, welcome back.
I have to admit, the first Mega Man Legends game, it can be a bit stiff, but I would advise even people who find the controls stiff to kind of like try to get used to them. You know, don't write them off completely. You know, it's something you do get used to after a while. And again, if nothing else, I make it through that game to at least enjoy the characters and the story.
Right.
And it is worth remembering that this was before analog stick was supported by PS1.
Yeah.
So,
it
age
did.
it was made, I think, unfortunately.
It did.
But, I don't know. I never had a problem with it personally, but maybe it was because I was introduced to it at the time. Trolls in video games just weren't that good.
Well, no,
Especially
it was.
for the game, you know?
It was also the first like real 3D adventure game. Like, not the first one, but it came before Ocarina of Time, where they really sort of handled lock-on effectively. You know? Crash Man, huh?
Hey,
Okay,
MC
cool.
Fan 2, welcome. Have you on board. Your stories. No, I've not played that, but I've seen gameplay and scenes from it. And it's funny, the reason why it might seem like Legends 3 to you, or maybe just like Mega Man in general, the artist on board that project is it was one of the big Mega Man artists. Artist, if I'm not mistaken. And it's funny, the game looks so Mega Man-esque for that art style, and I think that's kind of rooted in the fact that the Mega Man Star Force artist was behind it. EX Troopers
Aw, man.
being a game that was, you know, like reused Mega Man Legends 3 assets. And it's funny, that game, I think you can see a bit more of Mega Man Legends 3 in it. For those of you who stayed on top of the video clips and that game during the dev room days, you can see a lot of similarities between the gameplay in Legends 3 and the gameplay of EX Troopers.
Yeah.
Enough. There's one particular character that looks like a character in the Mega Man Legends 3 prototype too, so...
Yeah, that got a lot of people kind of riled up. If I remember.
He did look really similar.
He looked super similar. I guess the weakness is dive missile.
Is good nowadays. Food, sleep, and exercise? Is that the answer you were looking for?
That is pretty good nowadays. How long have we been playing Mega Man Maker now? What'd you say? It's been what? I could open OBS and get an actual answer, but it would make the actual game picture wig out. It would be pretty awful looking. So I'm going to spare all of you with that.
Chaos when we can.
Let's see. The next one is Diamond Man, huh? Let's see.
Did Mega Man 64 support the analog stick on the N64 controller?
Yes, if I remember correctly. I remember playing Mega Man 64. Despite owning Mega Man Legends. But, did it support analog control? I think it did. Yeah, I think it did not use the D-pad. But it also, you know, only went in 4 directions. So... Yeah. Or no, it went in 8 because you could, you know, go diagonals in the original. It's just, you know, it was digital. It was 8-way directions, but with an analog stick. Oh yeah, the D-pad was attachments. Wow, look at those things that let me beat the level that are just trapped in the ice. It's cool.
Rakan is saying, I bought Azure Striker Gunvolt this week. I don't really like it. As a person who has played that, who has poured hours into that game myself, I can kind of see... It's funny, isn't it, how that works, you know? When you pour a lot of time into a game and, you know, you really enjoy it, you can kind of see why others don't like it.
Yeah.
That's kind of because you've acquired a better understanding of everything about it. But, yeah, I've poured hours into that game, and I can see why there are some people who don't like it. I don't know. It's I love it personally. I think it's a great game. But I can see why it wouldn't appeal to others. I don't know. just why you don't like it. Maybe you can help me explain just why I can see why others don't like it.
You've had enough hands-on experience with the game to know excuse me, to know like where the appeal to some things is and how it might not appeal to others.
Yeah, but I can't exactly articulate what those things are.
The thing is, I haven't played too much of Gunvolt personally. But from what I've seen and from what little I've played, it could just be like I'm not particularly a fan of the point systems in Mega Man style games. If that makes any sense. Like, I like it more just where the focus is on getting through everything and you're not necessarily being scored, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where that kind of helps me formulate my ideas on it. I think the biggest problem I have with the game is that it's too easy. Now, it doesn't take a whole lot to get through the stages and beat the bosses, and you have a whole lot of power at your side. You know, it just feels like you're super overpowered, honestly. Which is why the way well, to enjoy it, I tuned up the difficulty for myself. I decided that I would try to get like the highest scores possible in there, the highest rankings possible. And that amped up the difficulty for me, and which resulted in my being able to enjoy it a lot more. The core difficulty is really not that difficult. Like I said, you can defeat those bosses and clear the stages with ease, I think.
I see what you're saying. I don't know. In my opinion, and I might get a lot of flack for this, it seemed like it had a lot of the stylings of Mega Man Zero, and
yeah. I
was not the biggest fan of the Mega Man Zero series. I mean, I played and beat all of them. No, I have completed them to the best of my ability, which is like getting an A rank at least an A rank in every game.
Oh.
So, like, I had to do the Mega Man.
Talking about the Zero. Oh, I love those games to pieces. Oh man, and I'm talking. I enjoyed those games. I didn't rest satisfied by just completing the stages and completing the game. I had to do it without using Cyber Elves. I had to do it getting the highest score possible. I had to do it without taking any damage.
Yeah.
Games.
And all that stuff.
I felt I had to perfect them.
The problem with that is, I felt that the game sort of obligated you to do it, and it felt like homework to me.
I don't know about that. I mean, you don't.
You don't have to, but the game pretty much berates you if you don't. And
as far as the EX skills are concerned, you do need high scores for that, and I guess in that respect they are kind of obligatory.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up playing the first one, and then I managed to get the collection on the DS somewhat recently, actually. So I didn't have a chance recently, really, or until recently, to play through all of them. So I did my bit, and I played through all of them, got as much of the extra stuff as possible. That guy needs to stop. Got through as much of the extra stuff as possible. And it just, I don't know, 0, 1, or 0, 1, like, my big problem with the Zero series is they reward a lot of exploration in the levels with Cyber Elves, but they discourage the use of Cyber Elves in the game. So,
as the first two are concerned, anyway. In 3, it's a bit more lenient.
In 3, it's a lot more lenient, and I was okay with that. That I was fine with. I'm
not gonna deny that myself. My personal favorite is Mega Man 03, just because you have that. You have more freedom to use your upgrades, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I just like getting upgrades and being able to use them. Like, upgrades are a good reward for exploration, I feel. And the fact that they first you had to grind, sort of, first you had to grind to even be able to use the upgrades. Oh, would you look at that, I can charge. But, first, like, they, quote, reward exploration with cyber elves, but in order to actually use them, you need to grind energy crystals to, you know, upgrade them before you can actually use them.
True.
And then your rank goes down when you do use them. You know? It's...
Yeah, right. I mean, I still feel, though, that, well, in charge shots, they're powerful enough. You know, you can get through the bosses, so long as you learn the combo system and how to use it.
Yeah.
I still think you can get through those bosses pretty easily with just your standard weaponry.
You can. The level up system was nifty, but it did lend itself to a bit of a slow start. If you know what I mean.
True.
But that's
why when I play those games, I mostly always do it on New Game Plus.
Yeah. Like, I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. It's just, it's just... Do you at least see where I'm getting at with it?
Yeah, and that's a complaint I hear a lot of times, and I think it's totally valid.
Is there lag on my end? No. When the game slows down like this, I think it's actually in engine because it's not really lagging like with input lag. It's just there's slowdown like baked into the engine or whatever it is, it looks like. Alright, I just want to... There. That guy's dealt with.
And Chris Hendricks is asking, I wonder what the Mega Man 11 Robot Masters will be like.
I hope they're good.
Knows? I have no idea.
I want them to be good. Just,
Relative term, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a relative term. But, like, they don't need to necessarily be super complex either. They can just be, like, fun to fight. As long as they have cool concepts behind them, I think it'll be fine. The Concrete Man, or the Stone Man, whatever they're making, looks alright. Excuse me? Okay.
No such thing as bad Robot Masters? That's a curious thing to say.
But they want to, like, hurt people. Aren't they all bad?
Brickman's a temporary name for that Robot Master for the time being, Chris.
Yeah, Brickman's a temporary name. That's what they said, at least. If that's what you want to believe. Alright, I need more Gemini laser energy. That let me down. That Crystal Joe let me down.
Most of them were Wily. Well, weren't a lot of the Robot Masters made by Wily, though? There were a number of them. And in fact, I think the Mega Man 11 Robot Masters are made by Dr. Light rather than Wily. But,
they are in 9.
Were made by Wily, I think.
They're made by...
Let's go over the Robot Masters that were not made by Wily.
Okay.
So the ones in Mega Man 1, those were not made by him. I think they were co-made by him, maybe?
The ones in 1 were co-made by Wily.
Then you have the ones in 4, which were made by Cossack.
Yeah. The ones in 3 were also co-made. I should mention. The ones in 3
were co-made?
Yeah, they were co-made. Because Wily was like, okay, I'm not bad anymore. Let me just, help you build Gamma. And we'll be cool.
3.
Huh?
The ones in 3 were co-made too, then.
Yeah, the ones in 3 were co-made.
In 4, Cossack took up the designs.
Yeah. In 5, they're Wily bots.
Bots.
In 6, they're made by different nations
Who knows
around
who
the
made-
world.
Right. So who knows who made those ones?
And... Okay, good. What? It didn't... There's the problem. Not recharging Gemini laser at all, you're recharging quick boomerang.
Oh gosh. 7, they were all made by Wily, right?
In 7, they were all made by Wily as sort of an escape plan if he got jailed. So...
Mega-Man 8 kind of has a strange,
Those were all Wily bots. They were made
okay.
using, that evil energy.
Here, the Aquaman was not made by Wily. He was made by some water company.
No, Aquaman was an attempt at, making Frostman that failed.
Which one?
Aquaman.
No, in attempt of making what, though?
The ice robot in that game. I think it's Frostman? Yeah, it's Frostman, because he has that stupid voice where he says, "I'm Frostman, I'll crush you," or whatever. And he just sounds kind of dumb. Alright, I'm done with these guys. They're not giving me...
Okay, and then in Mega Man 9, they were all Wily. No.
Those were all light
Those
bots.
were Lights robots. What about Mega Man 10, then?
That had Robo-Enza. So they were basically Proto-Mavericks.
Weren't made by Wily, then?
No, Clown Man is the one that says, "See you in my dreams." Or no. Sorry, Aquaman also said, "See you in my dreams." Aquaman also said, "You can call me Aquaman," or "I'm Aquaman," or "You can call me Handsome Guy." No, he wasn't stolen. Look it up. Look it up in the files for Mega Man and Base. I think in one of those discs it mentions that Aquaman was a failed attempt. Yeah, Clown Man was based on a toy. Let me just slide on up. There we go. Clown Man was based on a toy. There. I needed that. Let's see.
Iron Man was taken from a sci-fi show?
Oh, okay. That way is just a different way around.
Clown Man was built from Frostman's spare parts and remains, says Tuga. Oh, hello, by the way, Tuga.
Hey, Tuga. So, wait. Clownman was built from Frostman's spare parts, but I thought Aquaman was a failed attempt at making Frostman. Oh. Huh. Just goes to show that some of these concepts are... Everybody has a different idea of where Clown Man came from. Oh! You know what? I'm gonna try falling down that hole. Nope, I just got, you know, dead. Well, I want to see what's down there, because that's the only way to get to where that, locked area is, and it might have weapon energy that I sorely need. Green water. Okay, I guess.
Continuity issues. Yeah, I don't know. No wonder Frostman turned out the way he did. Conflicting plans Wily had for him.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tuka's saying here, Clownman's spare parts were used to build Frostman.
That's very odd.
I leave it to Wily, eh?
Yep. Nope. The platform doesn't spawn if you don't kill at least one of those guys, I'm thinking. Or I just gotta avoid them for long enough to get the other platform to spawn. Unless it just won't spawn. You know, that's cool too. Oh, nope, there it is. I just have to literally wait forever.
Hunter is saying here, Clown Man made his base in an amusement park somewhere in the east of Australia. Clear.
Huh? There isn't really a way to reliably damage boost through these guys and survive, is the problem. So, you know what? I just nailed the jump. It's cool. Man, that E-Tank was worth it. If you take a look at my energy right now.
Oh, nice. Oh, man. Good show. David. Apparently the manual goes among the likes of Clownman was originally a robot used on a science fiction TV show that Wily rescued after its cancellation. So that would imply then that Clownman was not made by Wily.
Yeah, I guess so.
Modified by him, obviously, but didn't sound like he was made by him.
Yeah. Same with Aquaman, I guess.
Lots of theories. Problem with having such theories for the Robot Masters. Real origins of mystery. Yeah, it is pretty spoopy.
Too spoopy. Alright, let's...
Attempt at building Frostman. Okay, here we go again.
Okay.
Back into the theory zone.
Back into theories. That's what I was saying.
Oh. Aquaman was built by Wily then?
I don't know. Some sources say that he was from a water bureau. So I have no clue.
For the Water Bureau, that makes sense, right?
Maybe. I guess I don't know.
We've also designed Clownman for that TV show. That also makes sense, right?
Totally. I mean, the dude has to have a side gig. He can't be taking over the world all the time. He can't make his money that way.
Dang, yeah.
What? Oh, use the E-Tank. I never use E-Tanks. Whatever. I'll just beat it without the E-Tank.
We didn't discuss the Robot Masters in Mega Man and Base, have we?
No, I think they might be King's robots, but Well, no. Didn't Wily build those and then King kind of was like, hey, Wily, you're kind of weak. So, later, nerd.
Position to form any theories on this. Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? Were the Robot Masters and Mega Man base designed by Wily, or like on the side and King brainwashed them?
I have no clue who did what. I haven't...
Okay, wait. Yeah, wait. Oh, gosh. Do we have to go there?
The real Mr. X.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if Mr. X were a real person and Wily were just posing as him?
Didn't they do that in the Archie comics?
Old Man was supposedly a Dr. Light robot? Oh, this is going all over the place now.
This is all... this is shenanigans at this point.
Programmed. Oh, that's the word I'm adding to my vocabulary.
What? Reprogram them. You just unreprogram them. Oh, I can just farm these guys. Okay. I wouldn't go through the trouble of farming all these guys, except I need weapon ammo to actually be able to shoot these guys, and that goes away if I lose a life, so I'm going to just farm up now. Probably die to the boss.
That scene still cracks me up. Guys in Mega Man and Base, piece of junk, I'll boost your brainwashing power. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Before he modified him for his second form, by the way.
Yeah. I need to actually beat Mega Man in Base. It's just difficult because I have to play it on my GBA.
I had a problem with that personally, but the reduced screen size can be a bit of a pain sometimes.
Yeah.
Literal, because King literally doesn't have a brain.
Dang.
This is true.
He does? Well... Alright, let's see. Can I get one more thing for the oil power, or... is it just gonna...
Did Dr. Wily show blueprints to Base?
During Power Fighters. During Power Fighters either 1 or 2, you can see, if you beat the campaign with Base, Wily talks about how, Base was a mistake, and, he's got the real prototypes for the real stuff being made, and it shows, like, a sort of darkened portrait of Zero.
Yeah, right. Dustman saying here, Burner Man is the easiest boss in the game. Dustman, how does it feel to have said something that literally no one else has ever said in the world?
Okay, so that is not his weakness, but that seems to be. So let's see how many times I get hit by just falling. Literally none. Pharaoh Man is having problems. Okay, that is not a weakness, but Quick Boomerang is, I guess. I like how all of the weapon farming I did was literally for nothing. But whatever, it's cool.
Sounds about right. See Felix, Dr. Wily showing any Mega Man, like, blueprints from the Mega Man and base bosses to base.
No.
I usually played through Mega Man base as Mega Man, not base. Because for some reason, and get this, folks, no one can believe me when I ever say this, I have a harder time playing through that game as base than Mega Man. It's because of the charge shot.
Oh. Alright. Well, we've been streaming for like 2 hours about now.
Yeah, do you want to call it quits here?
I guess this stage will be the last. Cosmic Man. By... submitted by Dustman. So... this will be the last level for the day. But we've been streaming for about 2 hours now. I will give us like 30 minutes where we're working out technical difficulties.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Felix is saying here, Wily he told Base that he planned to build a King 2, but Proto Man shows up and destroys the plans.
Huh.
So, do you mind tying that into what you were saying, see Felix? What does that show?
Yeah.
Man, that's it. It's because Mega Man can shoot through walls.
That would make things a lot easier.
Yeah. I don't know why I never connected those dots.
Okay, there's a lot of slowdown in this level for some reason. Is it because of all the teleporters? Oh, something tells me I don't want to be there. This is a lot of interesting platforming going on.
Interesting.
Well, sorry, Sniper Joe, but I don't got time for that. Okay, I need to decide left or right. Well, okay. What weapons do I even have? Oil Slider, Gemini Laser, Quick Boomerang, and Shine? What are you? Is that actually just Fox's Shine? Are you for real? That's a weapon? Okay, sure. Why not? We'll roll with it, I guess. That is silly.
Oh man, Chris Hentress is asking me my favorite Robot Master in Mega Man and Base. That would undoubtedly be Burner Man, and he is in fact my favorite Robot Master in Mega Man and Base, but my favorite Robot Master in the Classic series. He is awesome, and it just makes it so much cooler to know he was designed by Hitoshi Ariga.
That is pretty cool. Okay, I need to get...
I love that maniacal expression on his face. He just wants to see the world burn, and I think that's awesome.
Okay, that's a little farther ahead. No, you jerk.
Oh, snap.
Okay. Now all I have to do is... There we go. There is a ton of slowdown in this level. Okay. Oh boy. So something tells me I don't want to hit any of those teleporters. At all. Nope. Nope. Not my bag. That did not work out as intended. Okay, I gotta see what Shine actually does. Yup! Exactly what I thought. Oh no.
I believe you can hold a button on Shine and use it to float down slowly.
Yep. It works just like Shine does in Smash Brothers.
Excuse me. Like Merlin is saying here, spam Shine when falling. That's how you float, apparently.
Yeah, that's some floating. But it uses up a lot of weapon ammo. There's also Mach Tornado. Huh. Oh boy.
What's it saying here? Wily built King and planned to use an improved version and base for his plans, but was shot down between Proto Man and Base's refusal to go along, still boasting he would destroy Mega Man. Yeah. It's
Yeah. Can't say that doesn't happen frequently.
So Wily certainly built King. I just don't know what happened to Masters themselves. Obviously, Tengu Man and Astro Man, who were also in Mega Man Base, they were made by Wily, I think. See, then Astro Man, wasn't he supposed to be like, you know, a robot made for some museum or something?
Yeah, I thought he was supposed to be in a museum.
Oh. Something, I don't know. I can't.
Although I
remember
might be
details
confusing
well.
that with Dark Necrobats level, which is a museum. In Mega Man X.
Mega Man was stolen too? Oh man, these Robot Masters are all over the place. I guess Dr. Wily isn't as much of a genius as we thought because he usually just takes the Robot Masters from somewhere else.
Well, he's smart enough to realize that he doesn't have to build his own robots.
Museum, thank you, C. Felix. Yeah, something like that. I'm not entirely, for Wily, just for the record, that he didn't make these robots for these other places where they were stolen from.
I don't know. There is a ridiculous amount of slowdown, though.
It doesn't appear that bad on the stream, but it probably feels worse.
It feels like it's Sparkman stage in Mega Man 3. Let's put it that way. Is that just gonna... Yeah, it just spat me out right there. Well,
Stefan is saying, how the Robot Master, or excuse me, Robot Museum reprised itself from Mega Man 7 is, I got no reason.
Yeah.
Museums in the Mega Man series generally seem to always get the bad rap.
Thanks for the energy.
Usually in museums, that chaos takes place. Maybe it's just me, but it seems to be what I notice.
Oh, it's another one of those Mega Man 1 style boss gates. Oh, rude. Alright, let's see what Napalm Man here is weak to this time. It is most certainly not either of those two. Is it his own weapon? It is certainly hilarious. Yeah, it's his own weapon.
Well, that's curious. Really neat, too, though.
Mission compris.
this up, we'll be calling it a day.
Yep.
Nice way of blowing him up in the middle of the screen.
Yep. With that, I will say mission compris for the stream.
Alright, well, I guess that pretty much wraps things up here, folks. Do we have any news to share, David? Well, we have a couple things going on, but not that we them at the moment, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we got to
but
keep
anything
some of it
besides
under
those?
wraps. Nothing really super duper newsworthy. How far are you in Mega Man 5 with Josh?
There was that new Mega Man 11 roll Nendroid that
Oh
is
yeah,
apparently up for pre-order now, if anyone's interested.
yeah, that's up for pre-order. It looks good.
And what's I think the coolest thing about it is that it comes with this little Rush figurine.
Yeah, I know.
Neat.
I think it also comes with another E-Tank, unless they were using the prop from the Mega Man Nendroid. But yeah, it comes with a little teeny Rush.
I'm kind of surprised by how small he is, but I guess it scales with the small size of the Nendroids.
Rush is supposed to actually be bigger if you want to go with the Nendroid scaling, but like their accessories are just generally tiny.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, I think.
So, yeah.
Apparently, looking at Rockman Corner right now, there was a winner announced for Bandai's Rockman X Armor Contest, or Armor Design Contest.
Oh, that's cool. Post that on the Twitch.
Yes, dang it, I'm not logged in. I really gotta remedy that sometime. Oh, I'll share it with you, David, and you can reshare it.
Sure. Let's see.
Yeah, so a winner was announced for that. And, really interesting,
It
one.
is very crystally designed. It is
By
a lot of
Yoshihiro
crystals.
Iwamoto. Huh.
Yeah, and it was redrawn. It will debut in a booklet for the upcoming Cartus and Mega Man Missions box set. So, I have to ask, like, where is the Cartus adventure even coming out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't come out in the US. And oh yeah, that's another thing leading up to why I think they're actually making a Mega Man X9 is because they're re-releasing the Cartus adventure.
Oh yeah, right.
Which is, like, completely out of left field because hardly anybody even knows about it in the first place.
If they're not making it right now, they're at least gauging interest for it, which is something that Capcom loves to do.
I want to see an X figure. I'm just saying. I mean, I have the model set for Mega Man All-X armor, which likes to fall apart, to say the least. But, like, I didn't know where the heck the All-X armor came from until I looked it up, and I'm like, Card Adventure? Really? But it has some... the Card Adventure has some cool armor designs. I should actually post some pictures of the All Armor X that I have. But it's like X looks kind of like Quint but Mega Man X, and a lot of people were saying like, man, I'm surprised there was no Mega Man X lookalike enemy that was in Mega Man X, and it took until the version KE figures to actually get something like that with the black and orange Armor X, except it happened. It was just only in the card adventure.
Wow.
But the card adventure, I think, came out alongside Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3. Like, it was released during that time period on the Super Nintendo, and only in Japan. And, like, the gimmick is that it's kind of like what happened in Mega Man Extreme, where the Robot Masters were all brought back for some reason, except in Mega Man Extreme it was all, like, memory, it was all, like, data, and you had to go into cyberspace to mess with that stuff. Whereas with the card adventure, there was some weird energy field that brought all of them back to life or whatever, and it also manifested Ix, which is spelled like lowercase I-X, and he looks like X but is green. Let me get a picture of Ix. Like, it looks really weird. Let's see. Where the heck is Ix? Ix. Oh yeah, it involves the Limited. That's right. Dr. Doppler creates Limited, which is like a Reploid brain thing, and it's all crazy. But yeah, there were like a couple of Mega Man card missions, and they were all weird. And I kind of wish that it came out here just for, like, I don't know, just because I like a lot of the art on some of the cards. But, like, Ix is really weird looking. But I don't know. That's coming out again, and I'm wondering if it will get an international release. Also, Zero got some armor from it too. It was one of the few times that Zero actually got different looking armor.
Yeah, right. Huh.
But I don't know. So they're re-releasing all that stuff is my point, and it seems like Capcom's kind of going Mega Man X crazy at the moment.
Yeah, right. Radwayne, unfortunately, we're just about wrapping things up now, so I'm sorry that we weren't able to play your stage this week.
We did. We played Mega Man. We played the Mega Man 10 stage with the slide. Unless he posted another one. Did he post another one? We sadly could not get to Light Merlin stage or QC Shallot Muscles or Captain Pollution. We couldn't get to their stages, unfortunately.
Okay, well, sorry about that, guys, but we can only fit in so much in our schedule. But, you know, maybe we will later on. We do plan to play Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy next week, so it might be a couple weeks till we can get to the other stages in the queue. But, you know, stay tuned to our Twitch page. We might, we'll almost inevitably be playing this game again, I think. So stay tuned to our Twitch page, and, yeah, maybe we'll be able to take on those later on.
Yeah.
If you didn't have anything else to talk about, David, we could just wrap up here.
Yeah. I guess we'll try adding that to the queue, Red Wayne. It's just the queue's pretty full right now. But yeah, I think that's about it. Next time we come back, I guess. Well, next time I'm back, I'm probably going to be playing Mega Man Maker. Next week, like you said, Josh is going to be playing Mega Man 5 on the Game Boy.
You're free to join us for that as well if you want.
If I can. My schedule's a little bit up in the air at the moment, which is why I can't do this every weekend. But on weekends when I can, I'm more than happy to join you guys and play a few levels of Mega Man Maker. I think it's a whole lot of fun, and I like the
Thank you very
challenge.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
All right. Well, on that note, I guess we can end this here. So again, guys, thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure to chat with you about all things Mega Man related, and even some things not Mega Man related. I think sometimes.
yeah.
But, we'll catch you next week with our playthrough of Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy. So until next time, guys, keep fighting the good fight. And as always,
Legends never die, folks. See ya.
And have a great
nice
weekend.
weekend.
Stay legendary.
Yup.